What's up, what's up, what's up? Kicking it with Momo. Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. If you are not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Let me scoop my... And hit the subscribe button if you are not already subscribed to this channel. If you are subscribed to the channel, y'all know I appreciate y'all. Period. I love y'all, gang, gang. Because y'all can be watching videos on anybody else's channel. And I'm just happy that y'all here with me. You know what I mean? So it's all good. So thank you so much for tuning in. Y'all see the title on the video. So this video is another story time. So I do have a story time. I love story time videos. It's just some of my stories I be scared to put out there because you know people like to judge you. And I mean, not that I even care, because if you know me, you know I don't care about what nobody think about me. Whatever I put out here, baby, I'm happy to let you know my business. Please believe that, because what the thing is people don't be wanting... let me stop. Anyway, like I said, I ain't worried about nobody knowing my business. If I'm telling you my business, then y'all can have my business, period. Because the comments be killing me. Anyways, this is story time. So this, y'all see the title. This is about a time that just happened recently when this dude tried to talk to me and my homegirl, like at the same time. So anyways, I live in Texas, right? So me and my homegirl, we stay in the same complex. She actually stays on the other side of the complex. So there's like a bunch of stores that are around where we stay. So one specific store, like a gas station that I always go get my ices from. So I go there probably every other day. And my friend goes there too. So like, you know, we be together because we live in the same apartments or whatever. So anyways, just the other day, my homegirl was like, oh, I met me a little light-skinned cutie at the store. So I was like, oh, okay. So she like, yeah, he was real cute. He was young though. She was like, but he was real cute. He had pretty eyes. You know, they chit-chatted over the phone, and then he tried to come to her house. He was like, you know, let me pull up at your house. And, you know, me and my friends, we just like kind of like, when it comes to this dating thing, if you just can't let anybody come to your house, like, period. Like, and I just don't like when dudes be like, let me pull up on you. Like, pull up on me, why? Why don't you take me out on a date? Why don't we, better yet, we don't even have to go out on a date. Let's meet at the park or something. Like, I'm not letting nobody pull up to my crib, period. So my friend felt the same way. So she was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I'll meet you somewhere around, you know, in the area. So he was like, meet me at the grocery store. So they met at the grocery store. It's a Kroger up the street. Boom. Met at the Kroger. So she set up at the Kroger with him. And I just remember certain stuff. You know, like you talk to your homegirl all the time and they tell you like certain details. And you just, you know, I just remember stuff. So she was like, yeah, you know, he was cute. You know, we pulled up at the grocery store and, you know, she hopped in the car with him, but his conversation was dumb. She was like, yeah, you know, he was 28 and his conversation was 28. Like, she was like, well, more like 22. He was like real childish or whatever. So, you know, anyways, long story short, I just remember certain details. So, like, my friend has her nipples pierced or whatever, and I think she told me something like, you know, he made a comment or, you know, a gesture about her nipples or whatever. So I was like, oh, okay. So, you know, anyways, this was like a week or two ago. So I go to the same store, right? Just here recently, I went to the same store. And so a light-skinned dude approached me while I was on my way out the store. And he's like, you know, let me get your number. I was like, oh, he kind of cute. Yikes. He had on like a working uniform too. So at least I know he had a job. So I was like, okay, well, you know, I might give him my number. He got a job. Cool. Whatever. And he was cute. He did have pretty eyes. So, friend, yes. So, I was like, oh, okay. But, I don't know. Stuff just, in my head, I was thinking pretty eyes, light skin. Same store. But I didn't say nothing. Anyway. So, the same day, no, like 2 days later, we was texting or whatever. And, no, the same day we was texting or whatever. And he was like, you know, let me pull up on you. And so I disregarded that text. Like, what? No, didn't take. Like, a couple of days later, he was like, you know, you want to meet up so we can chit chat or whatever. And I was like, yeah, you know, you can take me out on a date. And he was like, you know, well, you know, I got my work clothes on. And, you know, I could meet up with you somewhere. So I was like, you know, same thing. I'm like, you know, meet me at the Kroger. We ain't shit. So I'm like, meet me at the Kroger or whatever. So we meet at the Kroger. And so we sat there and chit-chatted for a little bit. But he was like, you know, I live right around the corner. You want to go around the corner, you know, to my house or whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool. So, you know, shoot, we ride around the corner. I drove my car, of course, because I get ready. When I'm ready to go, baby, I'm ready to go. and I ain't got time for that. So I drove my car and I followed him around the corner. So we get to his house or whatever, and first thing when we walk into the apartment, like please, like, I am not a judgy person. I promise you. I do not have the best stuff in the world in my apartment, but my apartment is clean and it is up to date. I can give you that. So, anyways, first thing when we walk in, like, it's a little futon in the living room. Like, you know, the one that you can lay down on, or you can sit it up like a couch. What do you call those? I don't know. Like a recline. I don't know. It was one of them in the living room. So I sat down on the other side, and I just noticed, like, it was like a bunch of ashtrays everywhere. So next to me, like, there was an ashtray, and there was like some pills that was next to the ashtray, and it looks like, you know, he was like crushing the pills up. So I'm like, okay, I'm strike one. Yeah, you didn't even clean that up. Like, even if this is what you do, don't leave this up. Like, what is wrong with dudes? Anyways, that was strike one. So I sat down, and he had like these. So it was like a little mic in the corner. Maybe he's a rapper. I don't know. We didn't get that far. So it's like 2 TVs in the living room. And it's one TV like on the TV stand. And then it's like one on the floor. And then it was like a PlayStation. But it was like the very first PlayStation that ever came out. I don't know if y'all know what that looked like, but I'm going to post it. But like the very first PlayStation that ever came out, it was like hooked up to the TV that was on the floor. So I was like, oh, okay. And then the quality of the TV or the PlayStation, I don't know which one. But I was like, oh. So I just hopped on my phone, like, I'm texting because I'm finna get on up out of here. You feel me? So anyways, conversation, we was talking to, I don't know what we was talking about. I think I was on YouTube and I was watching something about Indian Red Boy. So he just immediately jumped into, he's a gang member. I was like, huh? Gang member? Like, what? Like, oh my God. So he's like, you know, yeah, I be gang banging. I be going back and forth to Inglewood. I got family and whoop. So, of course, because you know I'm from Cali, but I'm not from LA. Like, I don't support none of that banging activity. None of that. Like, what are you talking about? I don't want no gang banger. So that's like strike. I think we on strike 3. So yeah, strike 3. So yeah, after that, I'm texting my homegirl like, hey, light-skinned cutie at the store, is his name... I'm gonna rename him. Is his name Darius? And she like, well, huh? So she wasn't even putting it together. So I immediately I was like, oh, I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? So I got up and got my butt up out of there or whatever. But anyways, no. Before I get up out of there, this is the part that really had me. This is what I got up. So I'm sitting there and I'm on my phone. I'm texting my homegirl. She didn't text me back though. Or she texted me back, hun. I just didn't feel like going through like a whole text, a whole conversation, because clearly he's sitting next to me. He gonna be all in my phone. I was just like, I said, man, I think I'm finna go. So I'm starting to pack up my stuff or whatever. And he like, can I touch your boot? I was like, what? Here we go. I'm like, okay, he's a kid. I just can't. I was like, are you kidding me? So I'm happy that you asked, but you don't even know me. Like, oh my God, annoying. So I'm like, okay, I'm finna go. I was like, I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna head to the house, whatever. I'll hit you up later or whatever. Anyways, I get to the house. So the next morning, I text my homegirl or whatever. So when I get to the house, I didn't even text him back, though. I was like, because in my head, like, when it's a rap with me, it's a rap with me. It's hard for me to, like, fake it. One thing I'm not good at is faking it. That's why I could never, like, dudes for their money, because I can't fake me liking you for no cheese. I'm not doing that. So I could never be a HOE at all. Like, nah. Or a streetwalker. Like, I'm not faking nothing. Like, if it's not good, I'm gonna be mad. If I don't like you, you ain't finna get nothing out of me, and I'm not finna be intimate with nobody that I don't like. Ugh. What's wrong with you? But anyway, so what was I saying? Because I done just lost. Like, yeah, because some stuff, like, people, come on. Like, some stuff just be unacceptable. But anyways, so I'm like, I didn't text him. He didn't text me because I was already in my head like, I'm cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing finna jump off with him. Like, I ain't finna talk to him ever again. Block city. So I didn't block him yet. I texted my homegirl the next morning. And I was like, man, so it's the dude named Darius? And she was like, still like, huh? I'm like, honey, like, fool, what's the dude name from the store that you met? The little light-skinned cutie that you said, you know what I'm saying? He was kind of childish. She was like, you know, his name is such and such or whatever. Before she could say his name was such and such, I had already screenshotted the message to her. And she was like, shut them, because the number was at the top. She was like, sure is. She was like, that's crazy. It just so happened that I was texting and he was texting at the same time. So he's texting her and she's texting him like, you tried to holler at my homegirl at the store? And he like, who's your homegirl? He called. That's what happened. I didn't answer the phone. So Honey, like, she had just, you know, confronted him, because Honey's not good at, like, you know, she ain't no fluff with her. She just gets straight to the point. Like, man, you tried to holler at my homegirl, so you out here bad? Like, what's going on? So, then he's like, you know, so he asked her, so do I have to choose between you and your homegirl? And Honey was like, what? I already X'd myself out the equation. I'm more than sure my friend did the same thing. So he had texted me like, your homegirl said that you good on me. When I just blocked them. Because it's no, I'm not finna go back and forth with nobody. You know you ain't my type. You know you can't do nothing for me. Stop playing with me. Like, the thing is that if you can't date, bro, don't date. If you don't have the means to date, if you are not taking care of yourself and you don't have you all the way together, you don't need to be dating nobody, period. But the fact that you really out here bad and you out here just getting girls' numbers in the same area, what is wrong with you? But I was too done. But the fact that he thought, and then he even asked her, like, you know, he was coming off like he had a choice to choose between me and my friend. Like, oh, I'm gonna talk to you, but I'm gonna quit talking to her. Like, what? He don't know. Like, Honey was like, he don't know the kind of women we are. I was like, yeah. Because one thing about Momo is I don't do that. I'm not messing with, it's always, baby, bros before hoes with me. So, you holla at my homegirl, baby, you can please believe that we are done. Ain't nobody finna be fooling with you. The hell out of here, man. And the fact that you even thought that you had a choice, boy, cut it. Cut it out. What you do have a choice on is you buying you another damn TV and a new PlayStation. Something that's up to date. That's what you got a choice on. But you don't have a choice on who you deal with, me or my homegirl. I ain't doing it. But I was too done. I ain't got time for that. And that's why I made the decision that I'm done dating. Okay? Because I'm tired. I'm so tired. You always get the dumbest stuff. The dumbest-ish, man. Don't ever. But you know what's so bad is all I can think about is there is some women that probably would have been like, some friends would have been like, girl, you talk to him. Nah. I don't think so. And that's why they try it, because there's some women that's really gonna do it. And I ain't, this ain't that, and we ain't them. That's what I wanted to, and that's why I didn't even text him, because I would have been like, nigga, don't call this phone no more. The hell? Get out of here with your bum. I'ma stop. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna be nice because I'm a nice person. But what I am gonna tell you, shout out to your bum ass, just stop trying to date people if you don't have the means to date. You out here drinking beer, pot, doing cigarettes, smoking cigarettes and stuff. Get on. Stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? Just cut it. Cut it out. God, dog. And then you talk about you gonna clock in. And then we said, this how you know you childish. He's talking about, oh, I work. Because I said, well, what do you do for a living? He like, oh, yeah, I work. I'm going to just clock in. And I just clock in and come home, though. So I said, you still in time? Moral, no. That's not my life. That's not my life. That's not it for me. I'm not in my 20s and won't, no. I don't want no gang member. I don't want no trapper. You know what I'm saying? None of that, honey. You got to have goals around here. I'm cool. But yeah, he tried it. So yeah, I blocked him. Honey blocked him. That was the end of the story for me. So I'm sure we're going to run into him again. But I'm hella rude. So when I'm over it, I'm rude as hell. So I'm going to look at you, but I don't hear nothing. Huh? He was to me. That's how I feel. You are non-existent. But anyways, that is my story time for today. I just had to tell y'all this just happened too. So I was really like, oh, y'all finna put him on blast. I don't think I sent him my YouTube, but I'm sure he'll be a stalker and come up on it. So if you see this YouTube, lil homie, cut it out. Stop hollering at every girl you see. Be choosy. And me and my friend are beautiful. Yes, definitely beautiful. But you know, like how men have like a type. Like some men go for a certain type of woman. Some men don't. You know what I'm saying? This is how you know he just out here bad. Me and my friend, we like two different people totally. You know, two different body types, two different shades, all of that. Like, you don't even, I just can't. I can't. You know what I'm saying? So really, and shame on me. Shame on me, because I should have pulled off when I pulled that line. But I was really like, you know, when you just be bored, sometimes females be bored. I ain't gonna say. Sometimes we entertain y'all because we bored, not because we like you. Only way you know if I like you is if I go on more than one or more than 2 dates with you. Then you know I am interested. But baby, if it's a one-hitter quitter, it's a one-hitter quitter for me. And I don't have to owe you no explanation. I don't tell nobody nothing. I just completely stop talking to you. Like, period. I might block you, I might not. If I don't block you and I just let the phone ring, I really didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we ain't doing that. But thank you so much for tuning into my video. If you are not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Please do. And hit the bell. You can ring my bell. No, I'm just playing. Hit the bell so you know when I'm dropping videos. Because I'm dropping them for you all the time. I'm about to start being more consistent. I know I done said that before. Life happens, y'all. I am so busy. I be feeling like sometimes there's like not enough hours in a day for me to get all the ish done that I need to get done. It's crazy. I know a lot of moms feel like that. Shout out to the moms. You know what I'm saying? And drop down in the comments if you feel the same way. Like, if there's just like 24 hours just ain't enough, I'd be like, dang, man, I could have did all kind of stuff. But after working like 8 hours out the day, baby, you be like, man, crash. Sometimes I just don't feel like doing this. I ain't lying. But I'm going to be more consistent because this is something that I want to do. And I like the feedback, even the bad feedback. Give it to me. And if you have not checked out my last video, check out my last video because it was a real good one. It was on Indian Red Boy's whole situation. We don't know what's going on. We don't know. But if you have stuff, you can always follow me on Instagram. I'm going to drop my Instagram so you could DM me on Instagram if you want me to comment on videos, you want to see my reaction, or if you just want me to talk about it. You got some stuff for me to talk about, baby. I'm open. I'm game. Send it. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning back in. More love, less hate, and we will all be great. Period.